Yeah, so this is like a SPY market overview and just a Q&A and just charting any requests that the members may need, right, or want. So as I was saying, SPY went 2 down. Good thing is we didn't take out this PNG to the downside and we retraced back. I'm gonna take it over to the weekly just to see how we're doing. So some of these lines on here, I believe, let me make sure. I know I have my fib on this one drawn up. Okay, so the 50 mark on that one is a little further down, so I'm cool on that. One of these 50, I think is this one. Give me a second. Oh, I forgot. I deleted my chart. It's probably not on here no more. But I have my 50% retracement up for the week. And just to show it to you guys, because it's not up here no more. That'd be our 50% retracement. Crazy. Now that I'm back testing certain things, I'm back testing certain things with the 50 EMA. But let me go ahead and turn that off because it's gonna throw me off. But we still haven't came down to test that 50% retracement rule, right? So that's another thing that I do like is that it didn't go further down and we're still pushing up to the upside and we're still taking out targets. That's what this candle should have did for this week, to take out these targets of 429.64, and those are the targets that I was looking for to take out last week, right? So this week we went ahead and took those targets out. So we could get some more push into SPY, right? To go ahead. Is a small, this target is 425.44. But what I normally do, sorry, I forgot to turn my alarms off. What I normally do is I look at the opening price as well. So it's going to be right here. And that's 436.81, right? So I don't have it marked up right now, but I'll just go ahead and mark it up like right there. And I obviously try to mark it up. I just didn't have it right. That's that target I try to get. So that'd be like mostly probably the last target I would look for to try to take out on SPY this week. If it wants to continue to the upside, and that's going to be a target of 436.79. Let me make sure. 436.81. Now we'll take it down to the smaller time frames, right? But one thing that I'm going to mention is this is why I'm bullish on SPY still, and it's just because we went from the top of the Browning formation to the bottom of it and is now retracing, right? As you can see, SPY right now where it closed at, right now where it went up at, you can see the price action right here on SPY where it closed, and you can see how we bounce nicely off of that that area, right? Even like right here, we'll go down nice a little bit past it, but we'll bounce right back, even right here. So what I'm looking for is for us to be over this price, right? For us to stay over 427.08 and hold over that price, right? And if we like say you just see price going up, we're holding over that price, and if we come down a little bit just to bounce and keep going up, that's what I'm looking for. If we fail that, then we take it to the downside, right? And that's what the daily is kind of showing us right now, because daily went 2 down, but nothing else, and any bigger time frame other than the daily has not went 2 down. It just lost a little bit of volume, right? So that's how I look at certain things, and I also know that I still have full time frame continuity. We bring it down to the down, let's say to the hour. I could speak about how certain things took place, and just keep in mind too, before I even speak about that, just look at what SPY is doing, right? SPY is on a mean uptrend since it reversed right down here, right? Came back down here and reversed again and kept going up. And this is what price likes to do. It aggregates, right? Whether it's going up or down, it aggregates, and everything is aligning that is aggregating up, right? That's one thing that I do see. So let's open up the hour. So looking at SPY, let's go to today's opening. Boom, right? As soon as the market opened, we caught a gap down. One thing with me trading the strat is that gap downs are for buyers, right? Sometimes, and that's just the rule of thumb, but sometimes it can go the other way around. But the strata helped me see that it is going the other way around, right? So to say. So when I say, and I'm gonna show you an example, when I say gap downs are for buyers, it's like, of course, you can continue to short and go with what the candlesticks are showing you, but I always try to find a reversal to go ahead and try to go back and clean gap if it's enough time in a market and for the market to be open and for it to reverse and actually do it. Just like you had right here when the market opened up on the 15th, you had a gap down. As you see, gap down closes the gap, right? So and it did that literally within the first hour. It closed the gap. This time it took some more time for it to close the gap, but it still did it, right? And I'll go to a smaller time frame to show you that. But that's what I see off of the hour, right? A failed morning star, and I'll just break down the candlesticks and things of that nature. If y'all have any questions, please drop them in the chat. So or unmute yourself and just ask me, just be like, yo, Moody, that went over my head. I don't understand that. Can you explain it a different way? So with the gap down right here, that's the gap. It gap down right here. These three candles right here automatically tell me, okay, the bulls are trying to push price up. Why? Because this is a morning star. I can't expect, I know I'll be talking about it, but I know there's a lot of new people. Images. All right. So which one do I want to show you? And notice that whenever you're looking at, I'll call them textbook patterns. Like these are all like textbook patterns to me. They normally look so perfect on like the pictures that they try to show you. All of these are morning stars, by the way. I'm just trying to find like an okay one, I guess, but I'll just show you this one. And it doesn't have to look exactly how I'm showing you, right? It's just when you see it on the chart, it'll look similar or it'll be exactly like it, right? So this is what a morning star is. It's a 3 candle pattern, right? Just like this. You you could read all of this. This is what a morning star literally looks like, but majority of the times you don't get like a huge gap down, gap up, and things of that nature. It's just noticing the pattern. One big red candle, a small red candle, either a doji, a spinning top, and that's why I say it may not be a doji, it may not be a spinning top, it could be a block, like something small like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's a spinning top, but this one right here with no wick, but a wick to the upside, that's an inverted pin bar, right? So that's different than this one, but they're all the same thing, right? So that's all you have to try to keep in mind.
Hey, Moody, real quick. My only question to you is when I look at that, sometimes I'm thinking I should wait for confirmation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I see that gap up, are we saying if I get a gap up on this candle, I should already know that, hey, it's going up?
No, that's why I
versus
said
down.
One, I got a question for you. What's confirmation mean? Two, that's why I was explaining the morning star. I was like, you can read this, but don't go with it because it's not always going to give you a gap down or a gap up and show you that pattern. It can be like right here. Let me just you see right here. That wasn't a gap. Let me go ahead and mute that person real quick. I don't know. If I mute you on accident, you're the person talking, you could just unmute yourself. I just don't know who it is. But right here, that's a morning star pattern, right? But there's no gap down and there's no gap up. It's still opened up fairly close to the last candle, right? This one as well, this is a morning star pattern. It's just noticing that one bar goes down, small bar, big bar goes up. Even if it goes up halfway and then it continues, morning star right here and keeps going up, right? Morning star right here. And the opposite of this pattern is called an evening star, like that. And it goes down, right? So does that make sense? I'm not sure the guy that was talking, okay. Hopefully that makes sense. So you don't have to look for it like that. So now that I bring you over to the chart, you'll be able to see that pattern now. You see it? 3-bar pattern. drop a Y in the chat so I can know that y'all understanding or y'all seeing that. I'm trying to find another one. See, there go another one right there. One bar, small bar in the middle, one green bar. It didn't go all the way up, but that's what the morning star normally does. You know, it gave you an evening star right here. You see, like with the small one right there in the middle, boom, 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 try to go down. Let me show you what the evening star is so you don't get confused right here. See, this one's morning star, red candle, small candle, green candle, pushes price up. Evening star, green candle, big green candle going up, small candle, red candle coming down, and then bringing it all back down, basically right here. Morning star, evening star, right? But that's a candle pattern, right? It's not an actual candle. So let me go to the chat. Yes, well, I got it. All right, cool. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep moving forward. That's why I just be wanting to know like confirmation, y'all understand, so I don't continue to just talk about it. So long story short, that's what I'm seeing on an hour. It was a morning star, right? And regardless of the fact, if you would have took the morning star, your entry would have been right here, this high. It would have been 426.83, right? And your target would have been right here, this high at 427.07, right? So you still would have got a nice decent move out of SPY, whether it was 10, 30%, right? Taking just that little pattern, if you understood how to identify it, right? And I'm on an hourly chart, so this would have been happening on an hourly chart. Of course, you could have found it, like say if it was a 30-minute, more than likely, you see it just failed. And remember when I was on an hour, that's what I was gonna speak about. It was a morning star, but then it failed. And you can see it with, it completed its pattern, took out the target, but it didn't complete to keep going up, right? Because that's what a morning star does, is a bullish reversal, right? Well, I wouldn't say it's a bullish reversal. It's just a morning star, right? And then it failed or whatnot. Let me go to the chat real quick. Yes, candlesticks are what the pattern will tell you. Exactly. Yes, Miss D. So long story short, that's what I'm seeing, right? And then when I put all candles together, and that's why I say, like, when you know what each individual candle represents and identify, it puts the whole story together for you. Fail morning star, tweezer top, right? These two candles make it a tweezer top. Comes back down, tweezer bottom, right? You see the morning star now again, just like right here. Let me show you what tweezer tops are. I'm sorry. This then became a whole chart class. It's not even market overview. I'm tripping. I just like teaching. Oh, I put it wrong. Tweezer. These are tweezers. Tweezer tops, tweezer bottoms. I'm just saying real quick. They just have to look flush, either the bodies of the candles or the wicks of the candles, right? You see, like down here, it was almost flush. The bodies and everything was almost flush, but you see a red candle going down, a green candle stopping from going down, then pushing back up. And then you can see like, oh, wait, red, small candle, morning star. You know what I mean? Once you start noticing certain, like it all starts clicking together, right? Because they coincidentally, they work together. You see, and this is what I mean by flush. This one was just flush. This is a perfect picture, right? But that doesn't mean when we're looking at the actual chart that we're going to see this perfect tweezer bottom or tweezer top. You know what I'm saying? That's why I show multiple different pictures. See, that one was flush. It's flush with the body and the wick. You know what I'm saying? But it just depends. And just look up the pattern and you'll start to understanding it, right? So morning star, tweezer tops, falls down, tweezer bottoms into a morning star, right? Evening star fails, right? Because it left you a little abandoned baby to try to go down, didn't go down, right? And push right back up. Pushed up, closed when the new candle opened and went up and started coming down. What did it give you? A tweezer top. It's flush, right? Tweezer top to come right back down. And that's all that I'm seeing on the hour, right? But it did go ahead and clean the gap to the upside, right? And that's what I was trying to say in the beginning is when you have a gap down in the market, 9 times out of 10, let me go over here. You could go to Moody's tab. I know I pinned it in my channel. Give me a second. you'll go to Moody's, go to the pinned messages, and it's right here. And you can learn from this as well. How to trade, Rob, right? But he's basically, this is somebody else that does the strat on Twitter, and he was just basically shouting out Rob, but letting people know, how do you deal with some of this stuff, right? How do you deal with a gap up? Look for a reversal back down. Gap up, reversal back down. There goes the reversal. 2-1-2 to the downside, or you could have took the 2-1, the 2-2 right here, the 2 up, 2 down, the 2-2 reversal, right? How to deal with a gap down. Look for a reversal back up. Gap down, look for the reversal back up, right? Look, that's the pattern we were just talking about. Tweezer tops. That's the tweezer bottom, right? When the market opens flat, do nothing or look for natural buyers and sellers in other stocks, right? But you can look at that, and that's where I get that from too. But I also just get that from just being in the strat community. That's just like a rule of thumb. Let me go to the chat real quick. Answers, do tweezer always indicate a change in momentum or directions? I'm sorry, let me read that question. That was like, let me see. Do the tweezers always indicate a change in momentum or directions? 9 times out of 10, yes. That's what it does. That's why it normally reverses and things of that nature. So 9 times out of 10 to answer that question, yes. But I would say, I don't know. I don't know everything. I would look up. I just don't feel like giving a chart class on candlesticks right now. I'm just an honest person. But I would go to Google and just Google it. So going over to the 30-minute, it'll give you one thing I want to help everybody understand. Once you move in time frames, it's going to give you a whole different picture. Just like how we've seen the morning star, the tweezer tops, like you'll see some of those patterns still play out on a smaller time frame, but they'll be completely different, right? Like me looking at the 30-minute, automatically I'm seeing a failed cup and handle. That's like the first thing I see. Then I see an inverted head and shoulders, like shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Sorry, should have put the shoulder right here, and then boom, pushing up, right? Let me delete that. And that's why I say it's just like, it's always good to like learn different things, because it'll help you in the long run. Like, even though I'm a strat trader, I haven't even said anything about the strat, even though my mind sees it and I know, oh, you could take this reversal or do this, right? I'm automatically seeing different setups, right? And I can choose to go ahead and like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna trade a pattern today, or I'm gonna trade this setup instead of like choosing a strat. But as I was mentioning, you can go down to a 15-minute time frame, and I'm gonna take it down to like a 5-minute, because I know that's like where everybody normally be at. But that's exactly still what I'm seeing right here. And now it's more so of an inverted head and shoulders, but a failed cup and handle. I got a cup right here, try to handle out, right? And failed. But now I can anticipate it and say, hey, I got a shoulder here, I got a head right here, right? And I got another shoulder here. And that's also what? A cup and handle. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things I look for. Like when I'm trading, I look for sentiment in the market. If I see bullish sentiment and we have full time frame continuity, I'll utilize my strat, right, to enter my trade and take out my targets that I need to take out and take profits, right? But I'm also looking at the patterns that I see in the market. Like, okay, cool. Everything that I'm seeing is adding up to a bullish pattern, right? Cup and handles, bullish patterns. Inverted head and shoulders, bullish pattern. This failed. It could have gave us a bull flag and failed and came down. Now we failed that bull flag and fell into a bear flag, right? And I promise you, as long as you stay on the charts and like doing these kind of stuff, like going to Google and like looking up these patterns and visualizing it, you'll be able to identify it in no time on the charts. So say, take it over to the 5-minute. See, now I'm seeing a head and shoulders. See, shoulder, head, shoulder right here, understanding why it fell, bear flag that we had saw. But looking at all looking at all of these patterns over here on the 5 minute, this is when you start to hear people say, oh man, the market's choppy or this and that. And it's just because they can't read candlesticks, right? It's not that it's choppy. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's going down, right now it's going down, back up, down, back up. It's aggregating. It's supposed to do that. It's not that it's trying to fake someone out there trade or things of that nature. And I was like that, like, man, it's the market or it's this or it's that. Once I just started focusing on the data that the market is printing out, I started understanding like, okay, let me get out of my head. The government ain't trying to rob me. Let me learn this. This is the money. This is what I have to understand. And when you're coming down to a 5 minute time frame, or you're coming down to a 1 minute time frame, even possibly a 15 minute time frame, you have to understand everything that we just spoke about. Look, imagine this. I'm gonna bring it back to the 5 minute. First, I'm gonna show you, look, tweezer bottom right here, right? Also, I'm gonna mention Morningstar right here. There's a whole, before I take you to the hour, let me just see how many I can find. Evening, and I said, that was a Morningstar. No, I said it correctly. Evening Star fails. Morningstar fails. Evening Star, right? Morningstar. And I'm just looking for certain patterns. Morningstar, tweezer tops, right? Tweezer tops, tweezer, almost a tweezer bottom. And I'm not even trying to put all these candles together to see a bigger picture. Well, I am. Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Shoulder, I'm seeing this right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder, drops down, right? This is the neckline right here. This last green line, neckline. This red candle destroys that neckline off of what? Look, it goes up, bear flag. This is the pole on the on this head and shoulder. The head's right here, pole, bear flag, falls down into a what? Tweezer bottom, falls into a evening star, breaks the neck, right? Once you're able to, let me mute these. Once you're able to actually read the actual candlesticks and the patterns and things of that nature, it's like cheating. It's like, oh, okay, this is what's about to happen, right? Normally, and things of that nature. But listen to all these patterns I'm calling out. Tweezer bottom, evening star, breaks down the head and shoulders neckline, comes back down. Once that happens, gives you a bear flag. Once it gives you the bear flag, what happens? Boom, breaks the bear flag, comes back down, gives you another bear flag. As soon as it gets right here, that's a V-shaped recovery. No more bear flag to go down, right? V-shaped recovery. And it just continues. Like, I'm not gonna keep reading them, my bad. But now that I did that, understand that the market still, this is like 2 o'clock. Well, sorry, 12 o'clock in the market right here where I had kind of stopped at, right? And I read it all the way from 9 o'clock or from pre-market. Now check this out. Take you to the hour, and I'm not gonna do it all the way over again, but you remember Morningstar, tweezer top. You see how you're only gonna get a few of these patterns on this hour. That's why I tell some people that could possibly be watching the charts, hey, just go to a bigger time frame. Maybe you just need to start on a bigger time frame and get away from all the noise in the 5 minute, because there's a lot that 5 minutes are for like day traders and scalpers, people that are just trying to be in and out the market, right? These bigger time frames allow you to stay in your trade a little bit longer. Why? Because you're going to want to wait for that candle to close, right? So if you would have took it here, when I was explaining it early in the class, if you would have took it here and kept running up, right, and waited for this candle to close, you still was good. Even when the next candle came out, you still would have been in profit, and you would have took that. You would have took your profits, right? Or hopefully you would have took that profit. But basically what I'm trying to show you from the hourly chart is, look, shoulder, head, shoulder. And that's but you're not going to see that. I can see that just because I've seen it already on a smaller time frame. But all these patterns that I named, you're only going to get a few. 1, 2, 3, bull flag, 4, 5 patterns I see right here, right? But if you take it down to a 5 minute, you're going to see about 20 patterns throughout that day, right? And sometimes when you're inside of a pattern, like you could have been, look, this inverted head and shoulder, shoulder, head. Let me draw it out. I'll be forgetting, like sometimes y'all can't see that. Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? That's the blast off right here. That's the blast off. So you could have been like, let's say you didn't catch the reversal all the way down here, and let's say you, let's make it hard. Let's say you seen this candle running up and you're like, dang, I want this. And you jumped in this candle and didn't wait for the next candle. And now it fell down and started consolidating. This is when knowing patterns and predicting things come into play. Why? Because you could start seeing you go down. Oh, we just broke this bull flag right here. But if you go to a bigger time frame, you'll see that you're still green, right? It's just this smaller time frame, 5 minute or the 1 minute is trying to fake you out. But the best way I could do this too is this way. Replay. We say we jumped in right here. So I'm gonna just let it play. You would have jumped in and you would have been getting scared. You know what I'm saying? But knowing the patterns, you would have stood in that trade. Like, hold on, no, and now we're starting to aggregate back up. Look, boom, flush out. But that's when you're able to anticipate certain things. And that only comes from like everything I was saying in the beginning, just knowing each candlestick, knowing the patterns and things of that nature. Let me go to the chart real quick. Chat. Oh, I read this one. I was reading again what Ms. D said, but yeah, she's correct. Or well, she's right about the first thing she said, and then I believe I answered the second question of the tweezer. Or could it have been shoulder, head, and shoulder right before your drawing, going opposite way? I'm asking. Are you talking about like right here? I know I see a head and shoulders right here before the inverted head and shoulders. I see one right here, like shoulder, head, shoulder. And then you got like your neckline right here. Oh, it's doing that because I got my magnet on. I'm like, why is it waving like this? And that's like your neckline right there. And that's the red candle breaking your neckline coming down. So let me see if that's what you saw. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, that's it, Moody.
I think that's a different D. Oh, I'm sorry. D or I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
Nah, you took it right there. That's what the was that the pre-market or was that when it right open? Because what you just drew right before your first one, yeah, I was looking directly at that as a shoulder head to shoulder going downward, and I see the neckline you just drew. So was it both ways? I mean, as a shoulder head to shoulder.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yep. You're right. It's just what it did when the market. That's when the market opened up right here. That's what it started creating. This is all pre-market right here. So when the market opened up, it pushed up, came back down. Like it's just bull flag, bro, bull flag, right? And created a head and shoulders. That's when it created the head. And what you saying that's amazing because it's just going back to what I was saying, like on the hour, you're gonna see a couple of patterns, right? There's a whole bunch of patterns within this head and shoulders. Right? There's a bear flag, there's a bull flag, there's a morning star, there's an evening star, there's tweezer bottoms, right? There's so many patterns, but in that hour, you only saw 5. On this 5 minute, there's so many within his head and shoulders already, but I'm only calling out the head and shoulders, the inverted head and shoulders, or you could just call out the cup and handle right here, blast off, right? But that's what I'm saying. Like on the smaller time frames, you'll be able to see all these patterns play out. But yeah, you're 100% right. That's exactly what you saw.
Okay.
Head and shoulders.
I got one more question, Moody. One more question. Okay, so look, I was watching it a little bit differently this morning, looking at spot. So in my mind frame, just from the beginning, before that big old dip, when it dropped before the neckline, right? In my mind, I was looking at it as a call, right? And in my mind, from my perspective, even all of the movement that's going up and downward as for the shoulder and the neck, right? I was still the idea. I wasn't making no play, but in my mind, I was in the call because it really didn't drop right. It didn't drop underneath the neckline, and it just was, kind of moving in a way that it just didn't go below the lowest candlestick from a 15-minute time frame. So, and also it was so much support underneath the 200 EMA 15-minute time frame. I was just like it just, especially with the gap downward, it just like the probability of it really dropping, I couldn't see it really just falling too low, you know what I'm saying, until after, you know what I'm saying, it dropped underneath the lowest candlestick of that time, which was like 425.50, I believe. But the 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame was 425.35. And I was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This would be my point where I actually get out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I don't know. Let you go.
No, I'm listening to you, bro. I understand you as well. Like the reason I understand you is because like you saying you was bullish and things of that nature, even though you seen the head and shoulders and it was dropping. It's because I do multiple time frame analysis, right? So check this out. And this is what I'm gonna do, just in case somebody wants these levels, because I'm gonna just delete all this. I'm gonna back out my screen and let you can take a screenshot so you can get all these numbers on the side. And golly, I got a whole bunch of targets. If you want some of these levels, but you don't have to, because I'm gonna rechart it and I'll put it out. So boom, let's just clear out all that noise. And also let's turn this off and let's get everything. And this is the 200 right here, bro, and this is the 50. But all right, how can I explain this to you? This is the 15-minute, and you're gonna see all this noise. Of course, you're seeing this inverted head and shoulders on the 15 minutes, like super clear as day, right? So the reason I say that I understand you being bullish is because I know multiple time frame analysis. If I was to take this to the hour, right? This, even though we came down, to someone, they're going to be like, well, it just broke this channel. And that's why I just follow my strat sometimes. They're going to be like, it just broke this uptrend channel, right? And it came down. But one thing that I understand is broadening formations, right? I'll draw it up here in a second. But even though we broke this channel, it's going to come back to fill gap, right? And it doesn't have to, but that's what I believe. But as I go to the hourly time frame and I see this these morning stars, I'm already bullish, right? Okay, cool. It gets brought back down. Now I have the EMAs on here, so it's gonna help me cheat. But it's jumping back over the breaking back over the EMAs and giving you a bull flag. And when I go to bigger time frames like the 4 hours, one of my favorites, I'm not gonna get scared off.
I'm missing all the stuff.
It's not whatchamacallit, even me looking at the 4 hour, okay, cool, had a we could have had a morning star and we didn't take it. We went 2 down. This 3 bar automatically starts to tell me something, right? And what it starts to tell me is a broadening formation is happening on a smaller time frame, right? This sucks. Let me do it this way. Come on, let me be great. Let me be great.
Hey, we got a joint on our iPad, Elkie, 27 days, 12,000 or
something. Is that it's creating a smaller broadening formation on a smaller time frame, right? And even if I was to take it over to a 6 hour, the 6 hours is also going to tell me we're still bullish, right? And I'm also going to be looking at my time frame continuity, right? We're just 3-1, so I'm looking for a 2 to go back up, right? Red to green. That's what I'm looking for. Green to red. I understand why that happened. 3-1-2. Look. Sorry. 3-1-2. Green to red. Red to green. Let me take you back to the chart. Oops, not the chart. Green, 3-1-2. Green to red, right? Now we got our 3, red to green. Like it'd be literally that easy. You know what I'm saying? Look, red to green. Like red, 3-1. Like I'm showing you this right here. 3-1-2, 3-1. Please tell me you catch it tomorrow, right? I'm just trying to back test it so you can see. I'm just looking for 3 1-2s. 3 2s. 3 1, and this one failed to the downside. Should have went red to green. That's what we would have wanted to see, but look, it still came down reverse for you though, right? Sometimes it doesn't do it exactly like the colors on the candles, but you know, when you're going to smaller time frames, it'll alert you and let you know, oh no, we're going bearish, right? But mostly that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Red to green, green to red, green to red, 3 1 2. You see that? 3 1 2. I'm just trying to find them to some 3 1 2 so that look red. It didn't do it because it's not a strap pattern 3 2 1, but red to green. But yeah, I think I did it enough right there. But that, you know, I know for me doing that is like, dang, Moody, dang, you just showed us that. No, it is doing that. Wow, that's crazy, wicked, right? But that's just something that I've practiced in doing so many times, right? And that's why I like bigger time frames. I love my smaller time frame because I'm in and out. I love my 1 minute, but I'm more in love with the bigger time frames because you get bigger confirmations with them, right? So that's what's keeping me bullish on them, right? For instance, let's go to UPS. Somebody was in my, and I ain't gonna call your name out, bro. Don't ever worry about that. But somebody was in my DMs about UPS because they're actually still in the trade, even though I exit out a call out, right? One thing I admire about that person is he remembered what happened yesterday, right? And this is what happened today. And it happened again yesterday. We gapped down. The first thing he told me, he said, yo, Moody, send me out. I think he was like, yo, send me some levels on the UPS. But he was just like, I'm not going to panic sell. I'm not going to panic sell. And I hate him. I'm like, bro, I'm not even to trade no more. But yeah, don't panic sell, right? But we went down, right? Green to red, but this was red at one point and went back green, right? We gapped down and we cleaned the gap back up and was able to capitalize on our profits, right? Which today it was doing the same thing too, but it just had a little harder time, but it did fill the gap, right? Look, gap down, that's the gap fill right there, basically. The gap fill is, here, let me draw it so you can understand. Right here at that low, right there. It's 2 different colors. Oh, no, it's not. Green and green. That's your gap, right? Right here started to fill gap a little bit. Boom, came down. You could have caught the reversal, the 2 1 2 Morningstar. Boom, could have caught that reversal. And that's just you filling up the gap, right? That's exactly what SPY was doing. I'm saying that's exactly what Apple's been doing, you know? And this is why I love multiple time frame analysis. And since we're just all over the place right now, just talk. If anybody has any charts and you want to chart them up, just unmute yourself, let me know, drop it in the chat. Because now we're just going crazy and just talking about candlesticks and stuff. But I think it was on a 45 minute. I'll be trying to remember.
Yeah, Moody, I ain't gonna lie to you. Just to jump back on SPY, you know what I'm saying, with you you know, practicing and learning the 3 1 2s and all that good stuff. Like, I'm not exactly there yet, but just to look at just like you said, a bigger time frame, even on SPY, I see that it actually touched the not the day, the previous day, but the day before bottom, and it went right back up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, just going from there.
Yeah. You can elaborate on that. Yeah, I'll look at it. But I remember when I was looking at SPY, and I seen it on a 45 minute that it was. Oh, I hear an echo. iPhone. But whatchamacallit, I seen it on a smaller time frame, but I peeped it on a 4 hour when we was filling up a gap, right? And to be honest, I don't even think that was the gap I seen that we was filling up. Hold on. Or I could have just had my candlesticks open real big. Let me go to a smaller time frame. It wasn't that one. It was a different gap. Man, I just need to take pictures and remind myself. But yeah, you may on a bigger time frame, like a daily, or even it could be a 30-minute chart. You may have these big red candles and things of that nature and not think that there's a gap in there between. And 9 times out of 10, when you take them to like smaller time frames, 1 minute, you start to find those gaps, right? Look at that gap right there, gap. And it cleans those. And it's very important for me. It's very important to notice that, right? Because we always end up clean. Like, look how it left this gap. Look, it got down. This is the morning star. This is how. But look, this is no volume. The stock, the market is closed. So that's why you're seeing it. So that person sound like they in New York. Oh no, that's an airplane. I thought that was a train. But that's why you're seeing it like that little perfect morning star. You ain't seeing it perfect right here, right? Hold on, keep muting people real quick. There we go. Dang, what was I trying to say? Oh, the gaps. You see that gap right here never got clean. This gap right here never got clean. Look at how the market came back. This candle cleaned that gap. It happens, all gaps normally get filled, right? You just gotta see, you just gotta find them. You know what I'm saying? And it's always best to find them on smaller time frames. Like how I'm just going through them, you'll end up finding these gaps. And there's a lot of gaps like pre-market and market opening. You see that? Boom. What did it do? Come back, fill gap. It's just, you just gotta catch it at the right time. And nobody knows when's the right time. We can use these EMAs. We can use, let me turn them off though. We can use the strat, whatever you want to use. It doesn't mean that every single time is going to work out. And that's one thing that I understood about trading was whatever strategy I choose, that doesn't mean that my strategy is going to work out every single time I try it, right? Let me pull up Walmart. You just got to keep trying out that strategy and see how many times you successfully win it. So Walmart. Let's go to Walmart. Yo, well, I thought this Walmart just did this. I just thought about Luther. Dang, Luther, you should have went for them puts. But all right, Walmart. Dang, it's still up there, right? Let me delete all this stuff on Walmart and retry it. Let me check out the weekly. Weekly still moving strong. Your target's all the way up here. Ooh, I like when Walmart gets up here, and if it holds up here, it's definitely gonna take out that whole PMG. 10-day chart. Let's see how we're moving. Got 4 more days on it. Looking nice. Walmart is literally at a critical support slash.
Hey, Moody, I hate to bother you on this, but I'm sorry. But I was on that call yesterday with the famous Luther. And when I saw that doji candle, I thought to myself, well, that just means the direction is changing, right?
Let me take
right, because if you look at yesterday when we were looking at this, it closed at 139. So I said, okay, well, that just means that, hey, when we see that particular candle, hey, that means momentum changes, and it should go to the downside since we saw that.
I don't like to tell people they're wrong. I could see where you're coming from with that. I can understand it. And the reason I'm saying that, right, is because you have to understand like where you find these dojis, right?
Right.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like what you're kind of saying, it adds up and it's right because you're finding the doji on the top of an uptrend, right? So when you find a doji on the top of an uptrend, what does the doji signify? Indecision. It doesn't signify that is a change in the trend. Is just identifying. Look, I was gonna look it up. Let's see what a doji candle is.
And to your point, my thought is whatever the next candle is after that typically either indicates consolidation or confirmation of the momentum change or continuation.
I'm saying you right and wrong. The reason I say that is because you got a doji. The next candle was an inverted pin bar. Inverted pin bar is like, and now that this is an inverted pin bar, is also a shooting star because it's on top of an uptrend. Indecision, shooting star. So yeah, we could come down, right? That could be the case, but we just took out a high, right? The direction is too up. They're buying this stock up. They're not trying to sell it yet. Like, even if I go to smaller time frames, like, I don't see a reversal to the downside, really. Like, of course, the strat's going to show me like, oh, no, we reversed back to the downside. But I look at it like, okay, it's probably trying to come down to this median to bounce right back up. What is Walmart really doing right now?
Right.
And that's why I say close your candlesticks. What is Walmart actually doing? Walmart fell, and Walmart's aggregating its way back up. Went up to a high, almost got to its high. When it fell from right here, that's just price action, my man. You see it right here? Look, I'll draw a line. That's just price action. Boom. Drops back down, gaps down. Look how quick it got back up there to that price. Double top, came back down. Look how quick it got there, broke over. Bull flag, broke. Right? And when it broke that bull flag right here, pole flag, broke, now it's giving you another bull flag. So I also like Walmart, right? Because we all shop at Walmart.
Yes.
Go to the chat. I'll go back to the chat here in a second. But to just go back to what you were saying right here is like when you start understanding the candlesticks, I'm understanding the candlesticks, but then I'm understanding the strat and just everything that I'm seeing, everything that I know, I'm using it as confirmations, right? One thing that I would say, we did not take out the low of yesterday. It didn't even go 3-bar. It almost did. You see how close, look, the low was 138.19. Today's low was 138.40. We didn't even get close to doing that. And you could take it to like a 5-minute time frame and see like, yo, what, how did it do it? You come back.
So if you had to guess,
huh?
What would you say tomorrow looks like?
Bullish.
Okay.
I just go with what the candles are showing me. Weekly, we bullish, losing a little bit of volume, not too much. We had a high of 142. We closed at 139.52. And then I'm looking at the price right here. I'm just like, and the strat helps me cheat. And then the post close, like you see this blue line is just the post close. That's the close. So what does that tell me? That's my close. This is this candlestick. This is where it closed. Now let's go to the left. I look at, ooh, I ain't gonna do that. Rewind. All right. So when I start looking at this blue line, I start coming over here and I start looking, okay, we opened down here, we closed up there. Next candle, doji. We tested this. So this is a bounce. We could use this as a bounce. We tested it, boom, flew over. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm not looking for nothing to fall down, right? Because I'm bullish. I already know if we fail this, we go in shorts. But why? Because this is, look, let me take this purple line. What is this now? This purple line. What would you call this? And what would you call this blue line?
That purple line, I would say, is support.
Yep.
That blue line, I would say, is resistance.
Exactly. So if we fail to break this resistance, we're coming back down to support.
Gotcha.
That's what my mind tells me. If we break this resistance, the candlesticks show me, look.
Into the money.
What was this? 139.53. Let's look at the price action. Let's look at the low of this candlestick. 139.04. Bounce. Look at that. Yeah, okay, you got it. Never mind.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, and that's all I be doing. I'll be like, okay, yeah, we bullish today, you know. So we just need to be over that price. And the smaller time frames will help you out as you're moving, right? And another thing that you can do is like draw another line right here at your resistance, take it down to like a 10-minute time frame. Bro, I'm gonna give you the juice. And all we looking for is candlesticks in here, inside of this purple line. All that other stuff is just noise. And notice this, just remember this, because I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. From here, boom, we break, we keep going, we tested this, the top of the resistance, boom, break, come back down. What is happening now? Testing the top of the resistance. So let's go back to previous data. And we're on a 10-minute chart. So it's gonna show you a lot. All right, we found candlesticks, gap down, boom. Understandable why we had a strong move, explosive back up, right? Because you see how we had a strong move down. It was a little fake. I was like, oh, you know, bear flags, you know what I'm saying? But that was a strong move down to the downside. what happened, and I'm gonna take you to more previous data. What happened here? A strong move back up. The chart mirrors itself, right? So now that we've seen those two, strong move down, strong move back up. Now let's go see the bullshit, the play. Because they play there. You see that?
Do they have to do that? Can they stop that?
Nah, they ain't gonna stop this. This is the wealth game, bro. You just gotta peep what they're doing. But did that just click for you? How you didn't see no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I got it.
I don't gotta rip it down. All right, cool. And now you see, now you can see, okay, how long does it normally stay there? You know, like from this resistance coming down, you got January 24th all the way through January 31st. You know what I'm saying? So now you can know exactly. That goes back to when Moody talks about the 5-day change, knowing what a stock moves for a week, what a stock moves for a day, right? So you can understand how to play it. You know what I'm saying? And you can see this is a nice support and resistance. The only thing is that this support is a dope resistance as well. You see the candles break down, hit that down. You know what I'm saying? This is more right here of more so resistance, but then they make it support. You see it bouncing, and you see how it's doing that, breaking out of here. What you think is going to do at the end, or a live data over here?
Right.
Don't care about none of this earnings.
Right. Well, we got new lines too now. Yeah.
You said what?
We would have new lines as we get further to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, we will have new lines.
Mm-hmm.
But look how this plays. Look how this plays. I'm not gonna chart nothing new. I'm gonna just chart something old. Check this out. We're going over here. We're stopping over here as when we break up. We're definitely taking it back right there. Let me see something. I like this bounce right here. And I'm looking at these green candles. All right, now I ain't gonna do so much. I want to get a couple of more, but I'm gonna leave it like that. Now let's go back over here. Perfect. Like, how the hell does that happen? I just charted it. But I didn't chart it like I normally chart it. I didn't chart it like, oh, let me strat it up. Let me do this. That's why it's good to have different tools under your belt. I just did support and resistance. That's all I did.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Absolutely. Thank you for asking the questions, man. It helped me like explain something different. Well, let's look at what it looks like on a daily. Oh, it looks all nasty and choppy. Let's delete that.
My YouTube members and a lot of them are my Patreon.
All right, so I'm gonna utilize most likely the 4-hour. Let me see the 4-hour. So this is what I do when I want to utilize the strat. Now I'm gonna try it differently. A 2-1, cool. And on top of there, I need to know this. This is what I need to know. This is the bounce. Okay. Don't like that one. I could do the hour. We do the hour. These candles are really small. Ooh, you know, and this is another thing I do to cheat. When I be charting, I'll be like, man, I don't like to chart these small candles like this, right? Because I can make it look bigger that way. I'll automatically just go regular time. Take away all that pre-market, aftermarket candles. But then I turn on my aftermarket and make sure that it aligns. All right, we got a daily opening. This is what we don't want to break. So automatically, I'm making my puts right here. If you don't want to get faked out, you can make your puts right there at 138.27, right? Because once it triggers this to go down, that's the first target it's going to take out. Once it takes that out, it's going to come back up and start boom, then go for the gap fill. It's going to bear flag, then fall to the gap. Remember what I said. It's going to bear flag, then go for the gap fill, right? And I'm just going off of past things that I see happen. Calls. This is, what was this, Moody? My gap, the beginning to the gap. All right, cool. So now that I know that, I'll use this one as a call entry. Use that as, I'm gonna just put that right there just to see it as a put entry, but I don't want to use that as put entry. I want this to be my put entry. All right, now that I did that, I'm on this hour and it's giving me all these targets. So might as well just go ahead and take them, right? Boom. Green. And when you get targets this close, like 140.24, 140.42, it's up to you. You don't have to trim there and then trim there. You choose whichever one you like, right? Because they're targets. You could say, okay, cool. We just hit this. Let me stay over this. Stay over this. I'm gonna go ahead and trim when I get to this target. It just depends on how you're trading and how many contracts you have, right? And how it works out for your portfolio. Next target right there. And then we got that target right there. And of course, we got more targets. Let's make this one red so we don't get confused. And these two could get changed. I'm probably gonna make the put entry a little closer because that's like almost $1. Well, that's $1 move. See, and look, now that I'm saying that, I'm talking to myself, right? When I say that, I'm like, man, that's $1 move. Why do I want to move my put entry? What does Walmart move a day? $6. They don't normally move like that, right? So you got to bring it back down and see, what do they move a day? About $1. So that's why I set that. I'm like, damn, by the time it goes to my put entry, it already moved $1 down. So, you know, you could possibly lose that move. It could be just going down to resistance to bounce off of that, right? Because it only moves that much, like $1.26. You can see it right there. Oh, I'm sorry. It was right here. This is the number I'm looking at. So right here, you see $1.01. And that number is going to just reflect the opening and the close. It's not going to reflect how high it actually went, right? So that's what I do. So as I know that, I know Walmart doesn't move. Let me mute this person. My bad. Just try to keep yourself mute because Moody be doing so much in his head that I just forget what I be talking about sometimes. So yeah, now that I know that, we was on an hour, right? Just to show it again, I'm gonna take it down to a smaller time frame. I won't chart anything up bigger. Like I won't go to a 4 hour, a 3 hour. I won't do that, right? Now that I did that, I like this setup. This green one, I might move to a target. Why? Because this is a setup I like. 3-1, right? Red to green, or get the continuation, green to green. So let's take this over to like a 30-minute chart just to see what's going on. And I know that I can make this my call entry. If I make this my call entry, is this good? So now what I'm gonna do to see if this would be a good call entry, right? This green one right here, I'm gonna take it over to like a 5-minute. And I'm just gonna read like supports and resistance. Let's go ahead and make another thing right here so I don't erase it. It's gonna be this purple line, right? So what I'm doing here is looking at, right? Because I'll explain why, but I'm looking here and just trying to see like what I showed that one guy like bouncing over that, how good does it bounce or stay around this price, right? There's a lot of just but that's because of the gap ups and stuff of that nature, right? So you'll want to go to like previous data. I'm not about to do all of that right now because it's going to be all the way down there on a 5-minute chart. So me just seeing this, I'm just like, all right, cool. Yes, I even see it right here when it reversed and ran up. I see it right here when it ran up, pulled back to come pick me back up, took me up. All right, cool. So I may move it there. Now, where's my call entry at right now? Right here. Let me draw another line right there so I don't get confused. We're going to take this one and we're just going to make it any color. Let's make it white. That's my first call entry. How do I like it? Do I like it better than the first one? Bear flags down, breaks up, nice reversal. It'll scare somebody out, but I like that entry. I like this entry here. Let me delete this one. That's why I can't see it. Hold on. Where is it at? I just deleted that one. There it is. I like this entry better. So let's make this one white. But remember, and this is why I try to leave certain things for people, take a picture, because this is a fire call entry right here. This is just safer. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I'm seeing like, okay, if we get up here, we're going to consolidate. As soon as we break over here, we mirror all of these candles, boom, to take us up here automatically. But you can catch the move from all the way down here if you like. So I'm going to just leave it right there because I'm confident in my charting. And we're gonna, ooh, geez. And we're gonna use this one for the target. This one we could keep, you know, what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn to daily. And see, and this is what multiple time frame analysis helps you to do. We're gonna turn the daily to a target. We're gonna use this as a call, as a put entry, right? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this time frame to a smaller time frame because I want these targets, right? Because if I just do this, I get that target and I have that target, right? 139.23 from 139. No, I'm not about to do that to y'all. So I'll erase this one. We can still take it, but this is what I do. Now that I can't find those targets, automatically to a 1 minute chart. This is my call entry. Now let's go find targets. There they go. I'm gonna mark them up, then I'll take out the ones that I don't want. Take that target. That one's too close. This one would be too close to this red candle target right there, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and delete that one. And you can either go for that target or go for the bottom target. I'd rather go for this one and not get faked out trying to go for that one. Now that I know I can't get any more targets, now I'm gonna show you something about price action. This is when, well, let me turn off my magnet so it could work better. I don't have a target in here, right? So I automatically see this target right here, but that could be that target right there. Is this a good, let me see, from 139, that's still too close. Well, I'm saying it's still gonna give you some profits, but let's go ahead and take that one out and let's go for this one. This one is the same one as this top. It's just price action, not targets, right? Because you see how, look, I'll just draw it on there. You see how it aligns with that one? I'm like, okay, I like that, you know? So delete this one so I don't get confused and I'll put it right there. And there you have it. And now that I'm on a 1 minute chart, you see all these targets left, PMGs, 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 PMGs. That's all. That's why you'll start seeing a lot of like targets close to each other on my chart. And it's because it's just PMGs. Magnet. And I'm not taking all PMGs. I'm just, you know, the ones that I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Definitely take this one. And now that I have all these things on my thing, remember what I said. You don't have to take profits at each one of these lines, right? Because they're really close to each other. You can say, okay, I'm gonna skip the first one. I'm taking profits up here. What I want to see is us bouncing off of this line and breaking back over this one. If we break back over this one, I didn't take out none of these. I didn't put out none of these targets, so it don't be too many lines. But you can draw them. You can draw them out, and all you want to see is dang, I deleted it on spot. What is something I have charted up? Oh my God, what's wrong? Oh no, I don't have no lines on that. I just need a chart that has lines on it. I'll be deleting all my charts, helping people. Jesus. Dale. Oh, American Airlines should be charted. Or not. Did I delete that one too? Yeah, I did. Basically. Dang, I gotta start deleting my charts. All right, so what was I trying to explain? Oh, this is what I was trying to explain. See, like when you have your lines, it's just like this. Okay, cool. We entered in wherever we entered in. You see, like we didn't take profits right here, but boom, we took some profits right here. All right, it's aggregating down. We're still in our trade. Let's just say all these lines that take profit zones, they're not, right? But they mean different things. But long story short, we go up. You don't have to take profits there. If you would like to, you can. But what you want to see is your candle staying over here or closing above it. And that's what I was trying to do. Take it to like a smaller time frame so you'll be able to see all that. Like right here. And we'll just talk on a put side. Boom. We entered in up here, right? All right. Do we want to take profits? Man, Moody, I only bought like 3 contracts, bro. Like, help me, god dang. I mean, hold these trades a little longer, but not be too greedy. All right, cool. Go ahead and not take profits there. You just want to see that your candles break this. We opened, like Jordan always says, we open under our line. We waited for the candle to close. This one closed, the next one opened under our line. Let's go ahead and take it down. Boom, you traveling down. Boom, you know what? Go ahead and take some profits now. You didn't take profits in the first one, just go ahead and take some profits now. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we're coming down to the last one. Go ahead and take some more profits, right? Don't be too greedy. Now you got rid of 2 contracts the first time, now you got rid of 3 contracts, right? And you only had 5 contracts, whatever case may be. Or you can just wait for the price to like, okay, cool. I took profits down here, and then let's say I just took 3 contracts or something like that. Price is moving back up. You could go ahead, oh, it's breaking back over one of my take profit zones. I'm out the trade. Or I can wait and hit up here because you're still deep in profits. I'll take profits right here at where I was supposed to first take profits. You know what I'm saying? It still works out that way. Let me go to the chart. Y'all can unmute yourself. Y'all got any questions? What's up? What it do? Dash 5 swing to the upside this afternoon gave me whip wash. Shaking my head. I'm still dizzy. It happened so fast. Yeah, bro, it did. What's good, Moody? Can we look at Roku after? Yeah, sure. What's PMGs? PMGs are pivot machine gun. Oh, he said it on the bottom. Thank you, BW. Pivot machine guns. If you want to learn more about that, just tap into the recording classes on my YouTube channel and tap into the strat. And I also have like just videos specifically talking on like PMGs as well. If you want to see some of this stuff live, because I gotta answer one of these DMs that I read it and I forgot to I read a whole bunch and forgot to message you guys back, but somebody was asking, I'm gonna send it over to you, bro, don't worry about it. Somebody was asking like, have I ever done the strat live or taught it or things of that nature? One thing I would say, go to Jordan's YouTube channel on MSC Club. All MSC clubs regarding, it doesn't matter if I'm on there or anything, will always be on Jordan's YouTube channel. So I would say, you know, go on this YouTube video.
Man, y'all.
And you'll be able.
Bro, Jordan dare be like
trying
to bro, don't listen to this guy. If y'all was on live, don't listen to him, bro. Like, y'all was on live, he didn't have these numbers. Y'all see my chart now, right? He didn't have these numbers. And he was like, yo, Moody, what's this right here? A 2?
I'm just shouting out Jordan, but you can watch this and
No, it wasn't today.
I would say start from the beginning because I don't know when it started, but I know I clicked like at 20 minutes
every time
around here, and I was literally doing this live.
Question for me, man, because sometimes I'll look at the 10-minute and I use TTM squeeze in Weibo.
But yeah, I did it live for you guys to be able to see it too, and I've done it a couple of times on.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, TTO means triangle day out.
And you see, like even right now, that was being recorded. Just like somebody said, yo, it's PMG. Like, stop Moody, because sometimes I forget to be like, oh, a PMG is a pivot machine gun. Just like I was telling that dude right there. Oh, TTO, oh, it's a triangle day out. You know what I'm saying? I just forget sometimes to elaborate on that part. Let's bring it back to the charts. And I believe he asked me to look at Roku. What the heck did I just do? Oh, I clicked this on accident. All right. See what Roku talking about. Take it over to the daily. Oh, real quick, cause I'm trying to even train myself. BW, what do you want me to look at on? It says, "What's good, Moody? Can we look at Roku after?" What do you want to look at on Roku?
What's up, Moody? It's Bibu. I swung it yesterday and it actually came up pretty good, but I'm swinging it again. So I was just wondering it as a swing, if it's still valid. So yeah, so I just want to take a look if you see anything that trends downwards.
All right, so you're swinging to the downside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it to the downside. You eating up, but it automatically went 2 down already, right? What we don't want to see, because you can see the post where we closed at, you can obviously see that is a nice support, right? You see the resistance right here with the yellow line, red line. It can bounce from there to go back to its resistance, right? So that's one thing you want to just keep in mind. And this is a daily chart, so it's not about this is not an hour, so it's not just going to do that like super quickly. It can, because it's Roku. Roku moves. Just looking at the daily, bro, it looks like you're trying to go down for this PMG. You see it right here? All right. I know you muted, bro.
I noticed that it moves like a lot, like the percentage wise. So I feel like it's so volatile. So I played it twice today and I did pretty good. But yeah, it just moves like $2-3 like nothing.
Yeah, it does, bro. My cousin Justin Yenas put me on Roku. I was killing them at one point. I stopped trading them though. But Roku is not for a small account though, unless you go out the money. So I was drawing this white line just to go back to like previous data, just to see how it aggregates around this price. It's a nice breakout zone. So I drew this right here, since the price is right here, just to see like, yo, do we dump hard still from that level? Coming up from it, we do. Let's see how many times it tested. Oh, it's not gonna let me go further. Oh, that's because of the IPO then. So looking at that, still getting lower lows. It's on a downtrend, my brother.
See,
Like,
I was thinking about playing it to 77.
So 77 levels?
Yeah, that's what I have it at my next level, 77.
Oh, that's where it's at right now. Oh, basically, like it's at 78, 42, but 77. Yeah, you definitely taking out those targets, bro. For the swing, I think you're good. I just got to check one more thing out and make it red. You got that target, you got this target, got that target. It reversed from down here and ran all the way up. We may get that big fall right back down. So I'm looking at the RSI and it's trying to go on an uptrend, right? Trying to break this median, but it's having trouble doing so, right? Also failed earnings. That's bad for them, right? Because you got to think of their competition, stars, Netflix, and things of that nature. So are they really about to hold up? Delete this. Now I like it to the downside, bro. I'm looking at all this little price action right here. I definitely like it to the downside. I think you're good on a swing. Let me check the small time frames. So what I'm doing right here is just looking at candlesticks and looking at how the price is aggregating. And it's aggregating to the downside. It's breaking highs, but it's aggregating to the downside. As you see, it's going up, and then it falls right back down. It's not breaking and giving like SPY. SPY is breaking highs, falling down, breaking highs, falling down, breaking highs, aggregating up. This one is aggregating to the downside from what I can see. 7 minute. Nice test, ran up, broke.
I just didn't want to get FOMO because I sold it at 100% and then it kept dropping and I kept seeing that it's still trending down, that it's still playable as long as we have a retest. So I got back into it. So I just wanted to get a fresh pair of eyes looking at it.
I think you're about to kill them. So what I just seen is like breakout of resistance, test support, found support, test support, stood with their support, test support, came back to make sure, broke support, right? Came back over, gave you new highs, great. Came back down, it should have bounced here and kept bouncing higher to break a new high. It failed to break a new high and came back down to the support that has been holding. And you already see we broke down one time, we're about to break it. That's just what my heart tells me. Now you're gonna break this to the downside. And let me check this weekly time frame. I didn't check it.
But it all depends on how like SPY and QQQ kind of opens too, right? If it kind of pushes up, then you could see a kind of reverse, right? I think like Carvana was one of like the worst companies, but it's been kind of pumping really hard. So I was just curious that if the market goes up, then that could change all the levels that we
You
have.
gotta understand, like Carvana is a car company, and what does Carvana sell? They sell cars, right? What, and I'm more than positive they sell a whole bunch of EV cars. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the sector, energy is running still, gets pullback, but it still comes out on top, right? And as far as like SPY and QQQ, like I would see like what's the holdings of Roku and SPY, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just because
Market, that's what I'm asking, is that sometimes the market might just be bullish and everything is green, you know?
yeah, so what I keep in mind is like, let's say Roku wants to fall, right? So if SPY decides to run tomorrow, which it will, if SPY decides to run tomorrow, and let me not say that because I don't know, I don't know. But if SPY decides to run tomorrow in QQQ, what you look for is, all right, are we still falling? Okay, Roku's still falling, but it's not falling hard, but SPY's running up and giving hella percentages, but Roku's like holding its price down here. That tells me they're holding the price to still short it down. And you can see that with a lot of different stocks. Have you ever seen like SPY running up, but then you have this stock that is like, bro, SPY just ran $2 and this one didn't even move like 40 cents. It's still not doing anything. Then the next day opens up and SPY goes down a little bit and that stock just tanks like $3.
Yeah, I totally feel. So we have to just depend on the level. So what level do you think is a kind of like a stop loss, or where it will pivot, where I should look to like, okay, I should cut it? I have a 78 put. I got it close to the money, but I just wanted to be safe. I was gonna get it at 75 so I can get more than one, but I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna play 78. I already played puts to the downside.
You
Swinging, yes.
You scared right now, bro. Ain't you?
I mean, I had a good day. I just don't want to give it up.
Yeah, bro. I could hear it in your voice. You scared, bro. Look, look, bro. I'm gonna give you some more confidence on it. Weekly chart, 50% retracement, right? This candle opened up at a 50% retracement, failed to give a high and started running down. It's gonna go take out its target at 76.58. 76.58. You want a stop loss? I don't know where you enter the trade though. Hopefully it fails this morning star. Where did you enter? Because if I give you a stop loss, I can give you a stop loss all the way up here, and it's like, oh man, bro.
Do you want like the time where I got in, or I think I got in one more time for swing. 20 minutes before close.
20 minutes before close, gotcha. Where should I go? Take it to the 10 minute. Oh, I got real time on, right? Yeah. Real time on. So
Kept flirting with that little line right there, that little support that I have too, the same one as you.
Oh, okay, cool. That's dope. I'm not following the strat right now. If I follow the strat, you're gonna get stopped out. Hold on 1 second. I'll make a stop loss right here at 79.53. Reason being is just looking at price action, right? That's the level right here, basically. It can run up and bounce off of that level, right? But it can fail that level and drop dramatically. That's what I'm seeing. It's a nice little bounce. But it's a resistance. Just because you see these green candles going up on it, the thing is, when it gets up here, if it doesn't break this to start taking out these targets to give you another high, it's just gonna fail and go back down. So I would say like 79.53, and you got in anywhere between like, it's maybe like $1 risk, Yeah. But the more you keep talking about it, like we're talking and talking, you get more nervous and more nervous, bro. I used to be like that. You're going to the downside, bro. That's just what I see on the chart. I feel like you're going to the downside and then it'll try to bounce up.
Yeah, I think so too. I appreciate the analysis. Thanks,
Yeah,
Moody.
take a picture and take profits right here at this. You can take the profits right here at 76.58. That's your target, or you could take it right here at
77-ish is where I have it.
I'm about to draw it 76.82.
Okay. Yeah, I just had it at the bottom of the green wick. So perfect.
Yeah, perfect. What's that? Yeah, that's the red one. Yep. So this white line that I gave you, it goes with the 50% retracement on the weekly.
On the Fibonacci.
Yeah, right here. See, and it's actually that's not the target. It's right. So that's even beautiful. Yes, bro. Look, all right, so I'm gonna show you this. What level is this?
I'm glad you're showing me like this because I was always confused about the 50 retracement on the body. If the body looks like that, it kind of looks like a spinning top. So I didn't know that you can do that with those two wicks like that and still do the 50 retracement.
Yeah, so it's just something that I do myself because you're supposed to do the 50 retracement on two failed twos. Like they're basically threes. The 3 bars, there'll be a 2 up, it'll be 2, and it'll start failing. And you'll throw the fib on the previous one, and you know to take your entry right here. So when it started coming down, you need to take your entry right here and take it all the way down to the downside. This way I'm doing it is just understanding that what happens at a 50% of a candle, you know, it's like a support and resistance. Either it's gonna bounce from there and go right back up, or it's gonna break that and go back down. It happens every single time. And that's what I was gonna show you like right here, because this is not a fail to how I'm doing a 50% retracement. I'm just trying to see, are we staying over this 50 or are we going back under? So when you take this over, and this was 80. Oh, I know what to do here. Because I just want to be able to find this line. I just got to move it all the way out here. Boom. Now I take it over to a 5-minute. This is the line we're looking at right here. You see your 50% retracement? How, just look at the candles. Boom, boom, hitting these targets. Look how it, boom, breaks your 50% retracement, lands on it, fails it. I don't even care about the targets or anything, just this 50% retracement. Comes back over to 50% retracement, boom, blasts off. Comes back down, breaks down, right? And now it just flirts right there, gives you the double bottom, breaks back over. Now we're back under it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But we also flushed down under it again last time. So what I'm seeing here is that this support line has got weak, so it can break to go down to another support to get stronger to bounce right back up. That makes sense?
Yeah, no, I love it. I love the visual. I like the multi-time frame analysis as well. It lines up perfectly.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. Let me go to the chat. I'm about to jump off here in a second.
Thanks, Moody.
Absolutely, bro. Anytime. Everything seems that it gets up here price-wise. I hope my calls get sold tomorrow. iBad is my situation. August 19th calls PG. How bad from a scale of 1 to 10? Oh, bro, you asking me to do a lot right now. That's how honest I am. I'm like, dang, bro, you want me to go through your whole portfolio? That's like a one-on-one, my brother. But let me see. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's like, that's not just the charts. I have to go to the option watch list. Then I have to chart it up and like see, now I have to ask you, where's your percentage? You know what I'm saying? That's like a whole, I'm not trying to be rude, bro. That's just like a whole process, bro. And I love to just do this stuff for people, but it's 6:01. If I do that, bro, that's gonna take me forever. But I'll pull up PG real quick. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. And let me see, you all in calls. Let's see how easy I can make this. 2-1. We on the uptrend, PG. Check the weekly. Gotcha. Getting a little exhausted, but looking really good. I'll swing the hell out of PG for calls. You're good on PG. Don't even worry about it too much. You You know what I'm saying? You got a little triple top, may take you back down to the bottom, but nah, I think you're gonna hold this support and take it up. Fobo calls? Nah, I wouldn't even be holding those. I wouldn't hold up at all. At all, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Sales pitch, hi, it's JD. Caroline wanted to ensure the kids were at their lesson.
Let me get you real quick. And it's just, let me see. Hey, I'm saying if you got time on Fobo, yeah, why not? Like if you leap them, yeah, straight up, I'll hold them. But like if it was the play that Jordan put out, nah, bro, I've been out of that play. And if anybody holding that, you extremely down, like 50% or more. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to, with those, that was a swing to just swing, take profits in the morning. I think I took like 30 something because I waited too long. But
What's up, y'all?
What up? I wouldn't hold Fobo too long, bro. Let me see. Nah, because it's gonna come back down. Fobo just ran crazy. You know what I'm saying? What is Fobo? Fobo TV. Who's using Fobo? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's gonna come back down to a support, probably back down to a support at weekly at 424, and then try to see what it's gonna do from there. So I wouldn't hold Fobo calls too long, my man. Definitely I'll hold some PG calls. Let me see. MCD, you and UPS. I could do UPS real quick off the top of my head. UPS, you still good on UPS. If you got time, right? Or even if it's like that, let me see, was it? No, you did 210. The 112.5 calls, I forgot where we were, but I think the theta was like anywhere between like $8 or something like that, like $10. I forgot, I gotta look at my brokerage. But I still like UPS, to be honest with you. Let me check this week. Yeah, most definitely. We just need UPS to get back over 206.35. We get back over 206.35 or 206.19. I'm sorry, 206.19 is purple line. We get back over there. We're gonna take out this target and mirror this candle right here. And you know what I'm saying? That's why I have my Browning formation on it as well. Just trying to wait to see when we break back over it, because we broke back over the Browning formation. We gapped down, as you see. This one gave a new low, right? Since it gapped down the way it did, but it's still aggregate. Look how fast it went back to that price, right? So we're just trying to break that Browning formation right there to create another Browning formation, which it already did, right? And I'm doing this, bro, because you said time is money. To me, time is money, bro, but information is free. My time is going to be money. Like if you want to be on the charts with me, yeah. I've learned to like, nah, bro, it's not about how skillful I am and stuff like that. It's the fact that I have a family, right? And they deserve my time more than anybody else. But like, since you said that, it's just like, money's not an issue to me. And I don't care for someone to pay me to learn about this stuff. Like, it's going to make me happy knowing that you learned this and that you can provide for your family. But UPS looking great. Just need to break back over that 206.19 and also get over breaking over the first Browning formation to get into the next Browning formation, right? I still like UPS. It did reverse at the end of the day, back to the downside. We got an inside bar, but I think you'll be fine. Let me check ES. Oh dang. Oh, I might send that I was on this one. Oh wow, so I gotta go back and remember what charts I changed it on. It changes it on the chart, not the whole thing. Yeah, it does. All right, cool. But yeah, still looking nice. I don't like this bear flag that we in, but oh no, it's not a bear flag anymore. Broke that. It's kind of like a bull flag. No, I like it, bro. I feel like the market is gonna be bullish tomorrow. You might get a, let me look at spot. You might get a gap down. Daily shooters to the downside. Yeah, we may see some more downside to on SPY, right? Since we just got on my inverted pin bar, but or you know, more so like a spinning top. But I'm still bullish on them. But this is what we need. You see, SPY was up here. That was the pullback we needed today, right? to pull back and jump back up like that. You see how anytime it's running, it runs, it pulls back a little bit and it runs, it pulls back. Like that was just what we got right there. The run, the small pullback right there. Run, small pullback. Run. So I think we'll still be bullish. On UPS, you're still good, bro, on that swing, but it all depends on how much time. Let me see. I was referring to your time, Moody. I'm pretty sure you was, bro. But I was like, man, let me just go ahead and drop this thing for him, bro. UPS, yeah, you good. I just don't see the August expiration. 19th? Oh, nah, bro. Hold on. Ain't 19th this? Nah, bro. Hell nah. Everything I said, invalid. Invalid, bro. They about to rob you for your money. They about to rob you for your money. My bad. I totally missed August 19th. Nah, that date about to kill you. Let me look at MCD. Hopefully we gap up tomorrow, my boy. Now I see why you said to sell your calls tomorrow. Why you swinging weeklies, bro? He said, hell nah to the nah, to the nah, no. I'm good. I got blessed with BBBY. That's what it is. You got a bag off of BBBY. You're over here trying to gamble it all away. Oh, man. And did not know how to act. Look, everybody, he said, oh, y'all in the chat, y'all reading it. I set a limit. Won't he do it? Tell him, B. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, my camera's off. Oh, bro, thank you for the laugh, man. I ain't spend it all in one place. Oh, bro, you hilarious. Now I want to help you. Hold on. Please do not average into these contracts. McDonald's, you good, bro. McDonald's most likely about to give you some new highs. Just looking at the 10-day chart. Let me look at the weekly. Weekly hasn't lost any momentum. Let me go to the daily, bro. You good, bro. You good on MCD. Just don't panic sell in the morning. You good on UPS. Just don't panic sell in the morning. Let it run up. If it only if it gaps down, right? PG, you straight. FOBO destroyed, brother. I got my sell limit in place. All right, bet. Yeah, don't forget about FOBO, bro. FOBO, just make believe you don't even own those contracts no more. You borrowed it and you bless the auto market makers, bro. He said everybody pay attention. Do not swing weekly contracts. Day trade them and scalp those. Swing weekly contracts when
This is a one shot.
oh, that's Polo. I'm gonna have to mute you, Polo. All right, I got bro, I'm dying. I'm so sorry, bro. I really just missed August 19th. And I'm like, yeah, you good. He would have tagged me yesterday and be like, Moody, I lost all my profits and I'm down. Jordan says, gotta be looking at the open, the swing. You got to, bro. Jordan out here putting BBBY, goddamn, making people rich overnight. He took 10%. That's what he showed y'all. Oh man, BBBY did bless people, bro. I honestly forgot to say thank you to Jordan because I would have never jumped into BBBY if it wasn't for Jordan. You could unmute yourself, Jordan.
I ain't got nothing to say.
You don't got nothing to say. You see what you creating, bro? I show people my text messages. He said it. He said, bro, I'm about to just go out and go crazy. I'm about to put out a couple of trades that's about the 10x stuff.
No, he did it on his own.
Oh, you said it on the Zoom?
Nah, Sean said he took it on his own.
Oh, he took it on his own. Man, I love that even more. Let's go. I got off the movement. Let's go to BBBY. He said I got hot off the movement. This is why that dude's playing risky. This is a small account builder. Go look at the Greeks on what BBBY paid if the underlying stock moves $1. Damn, bro. Good catch though. I didn't catch this whole run, but I got a little something. Jordan be out here blessing folks with these meme stocks. I'm gonna wear my seatbelt and be in the dome next time. Oh man. Anybody got any questions? I felt like Scarface. Yeah, I felt like Scarface yesterday. Say bad to the bad guy. Moody, shut the fuck up. Yeah, y'all got any questions? Because Sean out here just blowing up the chat. He gonna make me laugh, bro. All right, I don't think anybody got any questions. Y'all want a quick chart for me to chart up real quick? Or y'all good? We good? Let me see. Yeah, that's all I was honestly just gonna go over SPY, but then I got in a vibe talking about candlesticks and charts. It always happens. All right, so since nobody has any questions, I'm not about to be like Jordan and stay on here all day, even though I know I want to. But yeah, I just love helping people, bro. But
soon as Moody get off, we
Did
live.
you go over Moody? Moody, did you go over Walmart?
yeah, I did. What you want to go about Walmart, bro?
Nah, I went to sleep. I was sleeping in the truck, but I had it on. I was waiting on you to talk about it, which is now I'm just still waiting on the close on the 139.44. I'm just gonna keep it being if you didn't go down a little bit, even if the first 15 minutes to be under there, I'm gonna take it, put some.
Yeah, so I charted it
Play it
up.
all the way back to 137. Yeah.
I charted it up. I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it out as a watch list, Walmart. I got a call entry at 139.83 to go for calls and take out some targets at 140.24, at 140.42. I also have a put entry at 139.35. I think yours is at 139.40. I have a put entry right there to go down and take out some targets. So yeah, you good. And Luther, I already know you on Walmart and you waiting for that gap fill. So like, if anything, bro, you know, you could just, tag me in the general chat and be like, yo, Moody, what you thinking or whatnot. But Walmart right now is still.
But they ain't signing.
Huh?
No, I was getting this sound recorded, but I hear you. Just trying to get
Okay, cool. But yeah, since I know that you're focused on wanting to short Walmart, what I would say is set some alerts up, right? Set some alerts up and focus on a put for what's tomorrow, Thursday? We could possibly see it happen this week, but I would say, set yourself up for next week, right? Since earnings just went by and people are still taking profits and people are trying to get back into that trade to try to get more profits. You could possibly see that move play out how you wanted to see next week, after is weekly, the week has passed from his earnings. Or 2 weeks has passed.
It did go below it. It just didn't actually.
It didn't break.
It got lower and then went right back up.
Mm-hmm.
No, it didn't break. It was just like 5.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
I'm beginning to understand things, even though you want to do something, you got to wait till it actually show you it's going to do it.
Yeah.
Even if I miss a 50, it doesn't matter. Even if I don't get it, I'm going to stick with my plan. Flattering about the retail space in that today. So I'm going to see. I might be wrong.
Nah, bro. Nobody's wrong or right. We don't know what the market is going to do. I don't know if it's going to go up. It's just me.
No.
I feel bullish. You know what I'm saying? The market can go down anytime it wants to. But I think you're going to get that gap filled to Walmart. I think you possibly will get that gap.
Hey, Moody, and I'm thinking just like you, this might be the reverse fate where it dropped today and then they do that run, that final capitulation run up before it dropped. That's what I was thinking too also.
Yeah, like kind of double topping up here, catching it somewhere down there, coming back down here.
It might be a fake out.
Yeah, nah, I agree with you with that. I can see that happening. And just to make y'all aware, man, I think Jordan, I don't know if y'all heard him, but I don't know if he's joking or not. Oh, I go to the chat and he said that was a joke if you heard me, and I was literally about to talk about it. I thought Jordan was about to live trade crypto.
Let's go.
Yeah, look.
I'm all night.
Nah, yeah. I ain't worried about no Bitcoin right now, bro. Bitcoin better not touch that 25,000 no more.
Hey, bro.
What's
Look,
up?
you running class Thursday?
Today not, yeah, I am.
Thursday?
Today's not Thursday. You right.
Hold on, let me see what you texted me. Hold up, let me scroll up. You running a class or you running a Zoom?
When?
Thursday.
I'm gonna run a class, I guess a Zoom. Is it a Zoom class?
Oh, I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like clubbing and pubbing, or you just like running a class, you know what I'm saying? You know.
I'm saying it could turn into clubbing. But let me see. I keep forgetting what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow.
I don't know. That's why I said, let me see what you texted me. I know you said something.
Day trading steps after joining the Discord suggestions of what to do and learn in order. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's gonna be easy, bro. Yeah, I'm saying we could club after it. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm thinking about, bro. What I got on my mind is that 24-hour John, no cap.
Tomorrow?
No cap. That's why I'm asking you, though. Can
I'll be on and off. I'll be on and off. It's just because I know I got a couple of meetings in the morning.
Zoom for 24 hours straight?
I'm saying, bro, you know, we done it before.
Not for no 24. We did it for like 10.
No, he said not 24. We did like 10, 12. No, I'm saying we can. I think that'd be dope. We can. I just know I got a couple of meetings tomorrow. Like, I know I made you aware of it. Then I got a couple of appointments tomorrow. And after that,
after the market, bro.
Oh, you saying after the market?
Yeah, like
you don't gotta go to sleep. I'm good after the market.
Like what? Jay is Pastor trading? Pastor not trading tomorrow. I don't think. Ain't no telling what Pastor, he'll pop up, be like, yeah, I'm trading tomorrow. Yeah. So you got class at 4:30. Avery got book club at
5:30.
Huh? Oh, I'm in a different time zone.
Yeah.
Avery got class
at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so if you hop on at 5:30, you carry over into Avery's class. Avery class starts at 7. So you got, you break off. We might have to do it Friday, depending on what your Friday look like. Because Friday will have Jay's pre-market.
Friday's on fire too. Because you have Jay's
Friday,
pre-market.
we don't got nothing to carry over into, like.
Nah, we could do 24 hours on Friday, for real. I'm saying we could do it tomorrow too. It doesn't matter because you'll have pre-market with Jay in the morning, and then you'll have Pastor jumping on the live trade. Then
Ain't live trade tomorrow. I can live trade tomorrow.
I'm talking about Friday.
Yeah, okay.
And then after he finished live trading, you and I can live trade, or I can do some educational stuff. We'll stay on Zoom. We just like, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably just give you a break and just rock out, and then you could jump back on because you'll have class like around 9. And we could just turn it into like options and then turn it a little bit into crypto. I can see if my brother Dundee could be available to talk about the housing market and things of that nature.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, bro, let's tap in with some folk, bro. Let's tap in with some folk.
Bro, you know how many resources we got? Come on now.
Yeah, bro. So you talking about doing it tomorrow or Friday?
To be honest, it'd be best on Friday, but I could run it tomorrow too. It's just I know I'll be on and off. I know I have, what do I have? Like off the top of my head for a fact, I know I have a meeting at like around 10 o'clock in the morning. I
Yeah.
also have a therapy session that I have to get to. I think that's like around 12. And then, you know, the stuff that I got to take care of with my wife. And then
Friday probably better for folks that gotta go, you know, because people gonna have work Friday morning.
yeah,
You can run into so Friday, Pastor, no Jay, 8:30, Pastor. I'm gonna hit Pastor up and see how long he'll take it, and then I'll cover after Pastor. Then you can do the market review, the market review after hours. And then I can take it into my class. Then we clubbing. You know, we could have some guests come through. I'll see what DC was supposed to be hitting me up, actually. So I'll tap in with some folks and see if they want to like have a little segment. You know what I'm saying? We could have classes within the class type joint.
yeah.
So yeah, Friday is a go, bro.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll just block out my Friday. You already know it's like with me, it's just the weekends. Like it's just hard for me to be on the Discord on the weekends due to just being with family. And it starts like on a Friday, but you know how we rock, bro.
But
You know what I'm saying? And look, y'all able to see like what me and Jordan be talking about offline. This is what he be doing. He's always just trying to find something new. And he's like, nah, look, we did that last week. We could keep doing that stuff, but let's do something new for the people. He's always trying to like just level it up and do something different. And that's why I appreciate him, man, because it's all about how can we help people? You know what I'm saying? Y'all already paying a subscription to the Discord, y'all learning, but what else can we do? What else can we do? You know what I'm saying? That's why Moody doesn't, you know what I mean? I don't promote my one-on-ones and things of that nature, but if I do choose to end up doing a one-on-one, everybody knows if you're on this live, we just get on the call. It's because you're already paying for a service. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that, but if I truly want to help people and it's in my heart, why not do it? You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that Jordan always reminds me as well. Is like, bro, you're a full-time trader, right? What is it gonna hurt you to be on the phone with somebody for 30, 45 minutes just to like get them to understand this?
minutes, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's just 30, 45 minutes. Then you go about your
Can
day.
I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, when y'all be looking at these levels, because I'm really trying to get confidence and trust in my levels. When you're saying you're looking for something to retest and it breaks and then it retests, are you waiting on that? You're waiting definitely for that. How often, what's the percentage of you're waiting on that candle when it retests to close? What's the percentage?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you the percentage of the candle.
No, percentage of the times you're letting that candle close, or do you just if it touch that retest, you get in right then, regardless of the candle close or not?
Let me know if I'm answering the way that you I think I'm understanding your question. So like, you know, like these lines in the retest. So right here with this red line right here, we have a support, right? And you can obviously see it supporting, even though it's breaking, it's coming back down, going back to a resistance. So when we say, hey, we missed the move or whatnot, because say we wanted to grab it right here from support to take it back up there, we're waiting for the candles to come back down to the support level or anywhere around this level, right? It doesn't have to be exactly that line unless you know that you just drew it up perfectly and you want to go with that, you do that, right? You just wait for the retest. You see how it's coming back down for the retest? And it just went up, you missed the move. Now you're waiting for it to come back down to this area for the retest. You could grab it right here, or you can wait for this candle to close in 14 seconds. That's what Jordan normally suggests, to just wait for the candle to close. It normally starts moving like the last 10 seconds of the candles, but that's like the 30-minute and the hour. Boom, we're about to get the next candle here in a second. Right here, boom. You see what I'm saying? You could go ahead and grab it now since it came down to a nice support, or you can wait to see if it goes down to your line. You have time to wait. You don't let FOMO control you, right? And you know that even the reason I say you could grab it right here, because this is the support level, is because this is the support level as well. You see this dotted line where it's at? Look at it. Oh, dang, it just moved, but it was right here on the bottom of these wicks, showing you a support to push back up. You see how it just pushed back up? If you would have took that trade, now let's see it go back to Let's see, that's the pullback. And from here, it should go back up to go test this line to see if it's going to break out. That makes sense?
Okay. Now, okay, when it pulls back, when it pulls back, you're not waiting on it to close because you're not waiting on it to close. You just waiting on it to pull back so you can get in.
Yeah, it just depends with me. I could wait for the close. I started like, I've been understood that before Jordan was saying that, because somebody will always preach that to me. Wait for the candle to close, wait for the candle to close. So you can know the actual confirmation and things of that nature. I just learned to buy on red candles. I don't need the candle to close, like for me. And it's just because I'm reading the candlesticks and I'm understanding the support and resistance, right? But that is just an option. You can do it like what Moody just said, like buying it on that red candle going down, or getting the next candle, or waiting for like what I said. You see, it did everything that I said. It retraced. You could have bought it on that red to go back up, or you could have bought it as soon as the new candle came out to push back up to the resistance, or you could have waited for it to come down to the red line. It's still back at the same price.
Yeah, I was the reason why I was saying that, because it
Now we
happened
just
again
broke.
in
Look.
video.
Look, you see that? It's just so you could catch it. Real quick, Luther, I'm sorry for cutting you off. You see how we ran up? That was the pullback. You catch the pullback. Once it pulled back, you either catch it at support. Now look where the price is at. It's over the white line and it's pushing up. You would have been making great profits.
Okay. Yeah, because I was finna get Nvidia call when it broke over 185. I had 11. But it blew through it real fast. So I was saying I'm gonna wait till it retest.
Yeah.
But when it did retest, it broke, but it broke below the line, and then it broke. I think it's 185.
Gap fill.
185 something. It broke through the where support become. Broke through because it broke through resistance. Then it came back. Now it broke through support, then it came back to support and touched it, and then it fizzled out from there. Because if I would have got in when I was gonna get in, I'd have got faked out. But that's why I was icing, because I was gonna get in before it closed when it broke through. I'm just trying to get everything together.
Yeah, so what I would tell you to do, don't do what Moody does. It's because I'm experienced. Wait for the candle to close. Wait for your candle to close, and then do it. And also for anybody that's just watching the screen in the back, I said gap fill. I don't know if I said it out loud. I think I did. But I drew it up on the yellow, just showing you like it's going to clean that gap. Remember when we was talking about gaps, and this is a 1 minute chart, it always cleans gaps. And you're seeing that now. So what you want to see is the next candle. You don't want to play in here too much. You want to go ahead and gap up. You want to go ahead and gap up, or be over, well, that's still a gap up. Be playing at the resistance of this yellow line. That's what you want to see here in the next couple of seconds when the next candle comes out. Right. But yeah, Luther, like as long as you keep doing this, bro, you're gonna get better and better. And just listening to how you elaborate yourself and everything that you say, like on all the calls, you're getting better and better and better, bro. All you doing is basically like sharpening your confirmations a little better, if that makes sense. You know, you're just like, okay, I get this, but let me get a little more confirmation, and just giving you a little bit more confidence, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm almost there, but I'm gonna start taking these trades. And like I say, Walmart do what my plan is. I'm just gonna execute. And if I'm wrong, if it go past 140, I'm wrong. That means I'm wrong. I'm gonna give it like a 50-cent window. But if it go to 140, I'm gonna be out. So y'all done heard me say it. So I'm going in tomorrow regardless. If it open within 15 minutes of 139.44, I'm in on puts. But if it go over 140, I'm out. I ain't gonna give myself that much to be wrong. I'm gonna stick to the plan.
Yeah. No, most definitely. And for anybody watching the charts, like you see, it did exactly what I said. You want to see a gap up and gapped up again. You want to get it to resistance. What you seeing these gaps right here is going to come back down and clean these gaps. Always remember that, right? It's like right here when you're seeing all these little gaps running up from a support to a resistance. You see how it's going to come clean those gaps? It'll always come back and clean those gaps. Why? Because we're on a 1 minute chart. And it doesn't always do it, you know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10 is going to do it. And when I say it doesn't always do it, it's not like it's going to do it immediately, right? You see this pin bar, we could continue to push back up, right? And get them in a broadening formation on a smaller time frame. We're on a 1 minute, so we can't go to the 30-second. So, you know, those are the things that you do. Look, boom, inside, you want to do multiple time frame analysis, you go to 3 minute, 3 minute, how long we got? 40 seconds, we went 2 up, right? What can this possibly give us? This is when you anticipate stuff. I showed this pattern today. Gap up. See, now it's not doing it. That shit just ran. But if it closes like right here, what does this show you? I'm almost done. I'm about to be off. Morning star. Right? So, oh, I'm sorry. The one that is showing is the evening star. If I can find the pager, hurry up. I gotta go to the charts. Morning star, evening star, morning star, evening star, evening star, evening star. Moody, why don't you just type it in? There we go. Evening star, right? And let's go back to the chart. That's what it could have did. That was me anticipating the move, right? But the 1 minute destroyed that move for the 3 minute because it just boom, it ripped over resistance. What I said that you want to see, right? After catching this on a pullback, you would have caught this all the way at 23 point something, and look where it's at now, right? But yeah, for the 3 minute, it definitely destroyed that evening star, the evening star setup. You see how the morning star setup right here? That's the gap. That's that gap that I be talking about. That's the morning star right here too. Gap down, small gap. That's a small gap. Morning star. This
Hey,
is
Moody, are you looking at all the shooting stars and all that there? Consider them all an even star? When it's a shooting star at the top?
Huh?
When you see a shooting star at the top, that shooting star, should you consider that like an even star too? When it be going up top and then it'll shoot up and then come back down with that long wick, should we consider that an even star too? How would you look at that?
You have to show me what you're talking about because I can't picture what you're talking about.
Okay.
This is what I'm.
You see that long candle at the bottom?
This one?
You see that red candle at the bottom? Okay, just imagine that was inverse and shooting up the other way. How should we consider that an even star too?
Yeah, like this. See this pattern right here?
Yeah.
That's the opposite. So yes, if you get that 3 up and you get a shooting star, I wouldn't call it a shooting star. Just call it an inverted pin bar because you're saying the wrong thing. That's not a shooting star. A shooting star that's just a pattern. You're confusing yourself by talking about a pattern into another pattern. This is a shooting star basically, and this is not a perfect one. Uptrend, finding a pin bar, an inverted pin bar at the top of an uptrend. To me,
yeah, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, like this one, somebody would have called these shooting stars, right?
Yeah.
But this is not the top of an uptrend. This is down. It just bounced. You know what I'm saying? This is not also, to me, it's not considered a shooting star. A shooting star is always going to be at the top of an uptrend. Let me see if I could.
Yeah.
I'm so mad I bought that chocolate.
See that? Uptrend, 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 shooting star. Right? Look at this one. Oh, it's not going to show it to you right there. Look at this one. Uptrend is where you find, and that's what you have to notice when you're doing your studies and you see, oh, shooting star. Don't just, you'll see this, but this is something, this is just a pattern. This is an uptrend, inverted pin bar to take you back down. They call it a shooting star, right? But this
it's a two. So it's a two up, two down. That's what they call it.
Yeah, that's a
two,
2 up,
two
2
up,
down.
two down. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 2-2 reversal. You can look at it just like
Yeah,
that. That's why I talk about morning stars and evening stars, because that's what they are. Like this 3-2-2 reversal, evening star, morning star,
10-4.
evening star,
10-4.
morning star.
Mhm.
Like I'm not gonna switch up my strategy. Like I'm just gonna. You'll always hear me say the same thing. I'll just try to find another way of explaining it. But it's just how I trade. But like this is an inverted pin bar, but this pattern is a shooting star because you found it on top of it uptrend. But the inverted pin bar has its own definition, right? The inverted pin bar is similar to the doji. The doji is not telling you that the trend is going to change. What the doji is telling you is letting you know that it's indecision. Or the bears or the bulls are winning, and right now it's indecision in the market. The trend can reverse or the trend can continue. That's all that a doji signifies. This doji, a long-legged doji is something different. You know what I'm saying? A common doji is something different. They all are indecision, but it's a little different depending on how you find them, where you find them on the chart, on consolidation, on the top of an uptrend, on the bottom of an uptrend, in the middle of a range. It all means something completely different, right? So that's just something that you have you have to understand. So like that's why when I was on the Bitcoin chart, and if I could find that setup right here, I didn't want you to call this a shooting star, because this is not a shooting star. This is just a morning star pattern. But yeah.
3 hours.
But I'm definitely about to jump off, guys. Somebody just said 3 hours. I've been on here for 3 hours. Definitely about to jump off. I gotta cook dinner. Appreciate everybody joining the class and asking the questions. Thank you. May the Lord continue to bless everybody from the crown of their heads to the sole of their feet. Remember to be kind to people. It doesn't hurt to be kind to people. Peace out.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You're more than welcome.
And
Hey,
now
Jordan.
started. Go ahead and pass me the host. We about to do
Okay.
all night. No, I'm playing.
I was literally about to make you the host, bro. Stop playing before I make you the host.
I'm finna go to church, bro.
Bro, I just
Oh,
made you
please. You really are?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Bro,
go to church all the time and on Thursdays.
What you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, it's finna be in that mode with the Bibles
Did you
out.
see what I tagged you, Jordan?
Tag me where and where?
My little prophet.
Ain't no prophet, little prophet, all right? You tagged Wednesday at the same time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I gotta check the prophet's time. I gotta see how people been doing.
I see it all, but not really. I see most. For sure. Well, appreciate you, Moody. Yeah, Friday. So yeah, we can run that joint Friday. Pastor, Jay, Pastor, me, you. We gonna Kim.
Hey, I just want to say too, that was a live trade. I may have not called it out, but I walked everybody through that pullback. You caught that pullback and look at the price. But my bad. Go ahead, Jordan.
Oh no, we're gonna set up a game plan for Friday's 24 RP Kobe.
All right, bet. Let's get it, bro.
So all of y'all gonna be live?
Not all at once.
Okay.
But we'll probably end up doing is some sort of rotation, where we'll have like trading throughout the whole day. So Jay does his pre-market. Pastor's gonna go. I'm gonna see how long he's comfortable going. Then I'll hop on like I've been doing, the past like 2 times, 3 times. I've hopped on live after Pastor. And then following that, Moody can do another like after hours kind of type of deal. I have class. And we're gonna tap into some more folks and see if we can get some more like guests to come on and share some things too.
That's dope, Jordan. That's dope. Thank you.
Oh yeah, and to everybody. Oh my bad.
Thank you, Moody.
Appreciate you too, Jordan. What you gonna call it? One thing I was gonna say is, we got it locked in. Clear your schedules for September the 1st. Most likely it's gonna be at 5:30 p.m. We're gonna try to get more classes down. but we have Rob Smith, the creator of the Strat, that also traded on Wall Street for many, many years since 1990. He's gonna come up on stage with us and just, you know, talk about the Strat, and we're just gonna interview him. If you guys have any questions regarding the Strat, or particular any questions about him, I'll get with Jordan and see if we'll create a Rob channel questions for him, and just have everybody go ahead and drop their questions so we can be able to ask your questions on live as well, and your answers could get you could get your questions answered.
That's amazing. Thank you guys. That's awesome.
Merci.
That's
I
awesome.
would get up there.
Absolutely.
I'm
But
gonna-
yeah,
I'll get off this thing.
All right.
I ain't gonna spill the beans and say all this other stuff Jordan got planned, but you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, there's things in the works.
That's awesome. Thank you guys.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. He said this Discord reminds me of the Banker 2020 film. I need to see that. Let me write that down. Banker 2020 film. Black man who owned the bank. Black, okay. But nah, man, truly appreciate you guys. I'm definitely out of here. Peace out. Like I said before, may the Lord.
Thank you.
You're welcome. May the Lord continue to bless us all from the crown of our heads to the sole of our feet, and keep us with a light heart, and not a hearted one. And remember to just be kind to people. Peace out.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.